It starts at 1.
Good morning, boys and girls. We are a group from the Mankato Area Therapy Dogs, and we're here to read some stories. My name is Barb. This is my dog, Nico. Here's another Barb. Her dog is Tunak. And this lady over here is Linda, and her dog is Ricky. So we're going to read some stories to you. I'm going to start reading first. This first book is called Pig the Tourist. A tourist is somebody that visits different places. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say, when he went on vacation, he caused quite a dismay. You could make careful plans to ensure happy travel, but Pig would destroy them. He'd make them unravel. Look at he's running away with the hot dogs. With behavior so bad, it's hard to describe. He would dampen your trip, and he'd ruin the vibe. He'd break all the rules, and he'd flaunt all tradition. Causing disaster was Pig's big ambition. What a naughty dog he is. Even in places of wild celebration, he'd somehow create absolute devastation. Oh my goodness, look what he's done to that Sphinx.
The head is gone. Oh, no.
And if he could shatter some ancient taboo, he wouldn't think twice that appalling Yahoo! Parties, parades, and possessions got wrecked in a blizzard of chaos and foul disrespect. His insensitive antics would ruin your stay till the locals would gather and shout. Here he's saying he's a koala bear, and he's really not. Go away! But that wouldn't stop him. Look, the animals are not too happy with him. He'd rock, and he's destroying a picture, and then he'd roll. He's rolling down the big tower till his rollicking horseplay spun out of control. Unbridled and vast was his need to offend, but every wild party must come to an end. Yes, if you treat locals with little regard, they'll come back to bite you. And boy, they bite hard. Look at those fish, they're getting after him. These days it's different, I'm happy to say. He's learned not to ruin a whole holiday. Oh, this dog is in the kennel, so he can't bite him. But let us be honest, the truth I must tell. Although he might try, Pig does not travel well. Not a very good traveler.
Well,
Good
Pig,
book.
Pig the Pug isn't a very well-behaved dog.
No.
So let's introduce you to some dogs who have gone to school and are starting to learn to be really well-behaved dogs. So we've got 3 dogs here, different sizes, different colors. This is my dog, Tunak. She's 13 years old, and she's a mixed breed that's part poodle and part Shih Tzu. And she loves to come and visit at the library, particularly when the children are here. She's really looking forward to seeing some of you in the months to come.
And this is Nico. Nico is 12 years old, and he will be 13 next month. So we've got some older dogs here. He is a breed called a Shiba Inu. They are from Japan. He's a very quiet dog and very independent. He likes to do his own thing when he wants to do it.
And this is Ricky. Ricky is a Siberian Husky, and he is 8 years old. And we call him our little goofball because he always does something funny to make us laugh every day. We live in a big woods and we have lots of acorns, and when we go for a walk, he likes to pick up the acorns and throw them all over the place and then pounce on them and try and catch them or try and find them wherever they are. So he brings a smile all the time.
Now, Linda is a very special person for us because she is a person that trains dogs. So whenever we have problems with our dogs, we talk to her and say, what can we do to get them to behave better? And she always says, well, the first thing you do when you bring a new dog home is to start to get them to train and do some things, some calls, and do some obedience. So rather than being like Pig the pug, our dogs have to go to school and learn to behave. So we're gonna just show you some examples of things that you might do with your dogs, because I know a lot of you have dogs in your home, and it really makes for a happy family when you've got a dog that behaves. So maybe Linda will do us have a little example of what it's like to take your dog to school.
Okay, do we want to get the dogs in a circle? Hey, Ricky.
Okay, come on, come to Nick.
So we're gonna get our dogs in a circle, and we're gonna have the dogs on the outside so you can probably see them a bit better in the picture. So we'll go that direction. Yeah, and get your dog sitting.
To next sit.
So what we're gonna do is called heeling. Heeling is having your dog walk by your left side. Hey, forward.
Nico, heel, Ricky, heel.
To next.
Good boy. So we always praise them and tell them that they are being good when they are walking with us. Good job, Ricky.
Yeah.
Good
Come on,
boy.
Jack. Come on,
You
Jack.
know what it would be like if you didn't get praised for
Good
something
girl.
good that you did. So dogs are the same way.
That
They
doesn't
like to
wanna
be praised too. Uh-oh, the last one.
They don't always behave.
Okay, halt. So then we stop, and then our dogs all sit, and look how nicely they're sitting. What good dogs they are. Wonderful, very nice. Okay, forward, let's heel some more.
Nico, heel.
Ricky, heel.
To next, come.
Let's do a U-turn, let's turn to our left. We'll put the dogs on the inside. There, Ricky.
Oh, heel.
Here we go.
Good boy,
Now
good
Ricky
Nico.
can walk a
Good
little
boy,
faster.
good heel.
Okay, let's go a little faster.
That makes him much happier. Let's halt. Ricky, sit.
Good dog.
Good job. And let's tell our dogs to do it down. Ricky, down.
Oh,
Down.
Down.
Good boy. Good job.
And guess who won't go down? We always have one, and this is Tunak's absolutely
Good boy.
thing that he hates to do. Okay, down.
Nico needs a little encouragement.
The
when he
only
usually
way
goes
that
down.
she'll go down is if I give her a treat for being down. Now, no, sit, down. You have to stay. Stay,
But it's good to teach them different things. Like, so
Stay.
we're teaching them healing, which is walking at our left
Stay.
side. We're teaching them sit, so they can sit and stay when we need them to do so.
stay.
And down is also a very good exercise to do with your dogs. So let's do a little more healing. Ready,
Up.
forward, Ricky, heel.
Good job.
Let's go,
Boy.
good job.
Good
Make
job.
sure you praise them. Good
Okay,
job,
let's
good
go.
praise.
Nico, heel.
Yay, good job. All right, let's stop, halt, have our dog sit. Can you sit, Ricky?
Good dog.
And then we're done doing our exercises, so we release them and we praise them some more. So release your dog. Sit up, Ricky, good job.
Did.
Good
job,
boy,
Nico.
Ricky,
Okay,
good
come on over
boy,
here.
very
Good
good.
job.
Good job, come on over here, babe.
Now you sit.
It's like, what?
Okay, come on,
Turn.
Tunak.
Turn.
You gonna come and sit with me when we read? Come on.
So I read my sentence.
There you go.
That's it. Let me sit. Yeah. Good. You can lay
Okay.
down.
Tunak's gonna get a book.
Oh,
Right
you-
to it.
You're gonna, I'll do this and then go on.
Okay. Okay, this is a book called I'm Not Mouse. You see? I love my mom, but for some reason she's always calling me Mouse. I don't like being called Mouse. It's not fun getting changed into a mouse at all. And she's trying to pull her backpack and imagines herself as a mouse. Mouses have a difficult time with backpacks, wouldn't they? There was a time when I was about to blow out my birthday candles, and Mom shouted, "Mouse!" Oh no! And as a mouse, I floated right away with all of the balloons, because Mouse is so tiny. And on the weekend, I was playing in a soccer match when Mom cheered, "Mouse! Help!" And then, look, the ball was bigger than I am. Another time, I was roller skating with Mom when she said, "Mouse! Help!" I actually ended up having to roll along inside of my roller skates instead of going on top of them. Mouses are too small for the things that I do. And worst of all, I was petting our cat when Mom came in and said, "Mouse!" And my cat said, "I like to eat mice." That was not fun at all. I am not a mouse. So one day after school, I had an idea. Mouse, mouse, mouse. I didn't answer when Mom called mouse. I kept quiet and I didn't move. You're supposed to keep quiet and not move too, Tunak. Okay. You're not a mouse either. You're Tunak. She called me by my name, and I liked that. Olivia. So when her mother calls her Olivia, she's happy. She likes that. And what a pretty name, Olivia. "I love you, Olivia," said Mom, "and I'm sorry I only use your pet name because I love you very much." But guess what happened then? My little pumpkin. And it was Lydia's dad who had come to get her. Oh! Somebody else has a pet name just like mine, and her dad calls her a pumpkin. Then Hussein's aunt arrived and said, "Oh, my little sweet pea." And her aunt called her by a name, Sweet Pea. She doesn't look happy as a sweet pea either, does she? And when we went to the park, I couldn't believe my eyes. Look what's happening in the park. These are all the people that are calling people by their nicknames. My sweetie, honey, my flower, our treasure, our little kitten, my little strawberry, our cute bear. Would you like to have a bear in your house all the time? This looks like a small bear. And then my superstar. Wow, that would make the whole house bright, wouldn't it? Best of all, we went to the movies that evening with Granddad, and he said to me, sorry, not to her, he said to my mom, "My little chicken." And my mom said, "Oh no!" And she thought, "I don't think I want to be a chicken." And her dad called her little chicken. Eek! So Mom decided that maybe it was a good idea that she would call her daughter Olivia, just like Olivia had asked her to do, instead of calling her, what did they always call her? What's that little creature that sometimes runs around in front of you when you go out into the woods? What was her name? She says, I am not Mouse. She is Olivia. Well, now we got a chance to look at somebody who got called all kinds of animal names. At least she didn't call her a dog. But let's go and see what fun we can have with our dogs, because Linda showed you some of our obedience things. So now let's do some things that we do. We train our dogs very often with treats. And so most of us in our pockets have something. What have you got? Each of us, I think, has something?
Yeah.
Okay. All I use is a different brand of kibble, because it's nice and dry and it'll fit in my pocket. And Tunak loves it when I have little treats of kibble for her. And she'll do lots of things for that. What do you do with Nico?
Oh, he does a couple of things. He can,
Does he get a treat?
yeah, he gets a treat,
What does he get for a treat?
just a little treat.
Okay, so
Little
you
hard
got
treat.
something in your pocket too.
Yes.
Okay. Linda?
Ricky does a spinning exercise, and he does something called puppy push-ups. And I also brought something along that he does in sandwork class, so he can play with that. And yes, I have treats for him in my
I'll
pocket.
bet his treat is bigger than this.
Actually, his is pretty little.
Oh, his is little too. Well, see, you don't have to have big treats for them. So, and it's nice to have something that's pretty good for them. So maybe I'll show you one of the things that Tunak loves to do. And I like to do things and get her to do things where she gets some exercise, particularly on those long winter nights when we happen to be in the house a lot. She needs to get some exercise. So you don't have to have expensive things to exercise your dog. One of my favorite things is what I call my magic, where I can take the newspaper that I've been reading and I can just roll it up and put a rubber band around it. And then I have a toy. Tunak, come on. Let's do some fun things with our toy here. I've got a paper. Yes, you can pretend that you're the paper boy that goes, well, you can pretend that you live in our house, and when the paper boy comes and throws the paper, you come and fetch it for me. Oh, what a good dog. Bring it all the way. Good dog. Let's do it 3 times, and after 3 times, then you get a treat. What, will you count for me? What, is this number 2? That was number 1. Oh, you have to bring it all the way. Good. Okay, we did number 2. This is number 3. All the way, all the way, all the way. Good job. And then she gets her treat. I'm going to go down and roll over. And so she gets a treat, and I'm happy because it was a very inexpensive toy. And then we've gotten here some exercise. So what about Nico? What are you going to do with Nico?
Well, let's see what Nico will do. He's interested in what kind of a treat Tunak got.
Yes.
Yeah, is his better than mine?
Well, Nico sometimes plays dead, and he usually has to think about it a while, and he dies very slowly. So we'll see if he'll lay down and play dead. Nico, play dead. Play dead all the way. Oh, good boy.
At least he wasn't that way.
Why
for
don't you
long.
do it once more and see if she'll do it twice?
Oh, we're gonna try something different.
Yes, because he is gonna go into it.
Nico, can you crawl? Can you crawl? He's gonna crawl on his belly
Oh, and
after
that's
this tree.
very hard to
Come
get
on.
dogs to do.
Oh, no, down. You gotta get down and crawl. Down, Nico. Down, down. Crawl some more. That's a good boy.
Good job.
Good crawl. Good
Good
job.
boy. And Nico can do a twirl for a treat. Up, up, twirl, up, all the way up. Up. Good boy. Those are Nico's treats.
Wow, three
Tricks.
tricks and three treats.
Good job.
Good for you, Nico.
Are you ready, Ricky? Ricky's taking a nap when he's not doing anything.
Right. Well, you've seen two of the smaller dogs. And big dogs need exercise too, and love to get treats.
Come on. Come over here, baby.
Yeah, and he knows that people have had
Do you
treats
have?
too.
Are yours better than mine? Ricky? Yeah. Whoop, wrong way. That way. Yes, good job. Very good. Are they good? Should we go this way? Yes, good job. Good, good, very good. Good boy. Okay, are you ready? Sit. Down. Sit. Stand. Sit. Down. Sit. Stand. Good boy, good boy. Now we're gonna take his scents and we're gonna hide them. So don't look, Ricky. I think he's already looking. One down there. Where should we put the other one? Yeah, did you find it already? Maybe we'll just put it over here. We can go out of camera and find it too. Here, Ricky. Let's go over here. All right, you ready? Can you find it? I think you found one.
You think he can count?
Good, good job. Good boy, you found one. Let's see if you can find 2 and 3. Here, Ricky, let's find more. Find more.
Oh, what number?
Yay, good job, Ricky. That was number 2. We got one more to find. Can we find more, Ricky? What's that? What's that thing, huh? Here, Ricky, should we go over here and see if we can find another one over here somewhere?
Oh, he just walked past it.
Yeah, he's got to tell me that he found it. He's more interested in the computers. He says, I can work here.
Oh, did he grab it and didn't tell
Yay, there you go,
Okay,
good. Now he
good
found
job.
it. Good job, Ricky. Good boy, and that's Ricky's tricks. Good job, kid.
Well, you see what fun we can have with our dogs. And our dogs enjoy it too, and then they earn treats. Do you ever earn treats by doing things that your mom and dad want you to do? Well, that's a good way to earn some treats, is to do something that makes you happy and them happy too. So now let's see what else we've got as far as the book.
Okay, and I have to go.
This is the silliest, funniest book I have ever seen, and it's really different. I've never seen one like it. It's called This Book Just Ate My Dog. And it's by Richard Byrne. Bella was taking her dog for a stroll across the page. There she's pulling him across the page. When something very odd happened. What happened to his front half? Bella's dog disappeared. She's got the leash, but he disappeared into the page. Hello, Bella. What's up? Said Ben. This book just ate my dog. He disappeared right into this crack. Ben decided to investigate. There goes Ben. He's going to see what happened in this crack. But Ben disappeared too. Oh no. Suddenly, help zoomed in. Here comes the dog rescue truck. He's coming. I wonder if he's going to get lost in there. Then he vanished. He's gone right into this crack in the book. Things were getting ridiculous. There's the fire brigade coming, and the police. I'll just have to sort this out myself, thought Bella, because nobody's really helping her. They're all disappearing into the book. But, oh, there was a big burp from the book. Sometime later, a note appeared. It read, "Dear reader, it would be lovely if you could kindly help us. Please turn this book on its side and shake. From Bella." Nico, you're going to disappear. Stay here. And shake. Ooh, they're all falling out. Look, they're falling out of this crack. I'm shaking and shaking. And one last little wiggle. Everybody reappeared. There they all came back. And the dog and the rescue truck. And things got back to normal. Well, almost. What happened here? Her dog's right side up here, but upside down here. And the words are upside down. Dear reader, please tell this book to promise not to be so naughty next time you read it. Thank you, Bella. That was a funny book.
Well, now, if you take a little break with our dogs, one of the things that Linda was talking about was that you have your dog do some things that they earn a treat for. So let's do a recall with each of our dogs, and then if we can get Linda back here. Oops.
She had to leave, she said.
Oh, I'm sorry. We just lost one of our readers. Oh, and she had a really good book. Well, maybe I'll finish with that. I didn't realize that she had to leave. Okay, what we'll do is we're going to do a recall with our dogs. So Linda always trained everybody to do this and our dogs to do it. Let's see if they remember their training. And one thing, when you have dogs, then our dogs, remember the ages of our dogs? Say, Itcher. What? This is Tunak. Tunak's 13 and Nico is 12. So sometimes after that, they think, oh, at our age, we don't have to do obedience. But we still have to do it. We still train them. So come on, Tunak. Okay, I'm asking you to sit and stay. Tunak, come. Oh, she says, I've got a treat at the end. Okay, good dog. And I use that command a lot. If I drop something and it's food and I don't want her to go and grab it, I'll say, you stay, and I go pick it up. So if I drop one of my potato chips when I'm eating, I'll say, you stay, and then I go and pick it up. But then I give her something better. Yes, potato chips aren't the best thing for a dog. Okay, how about Nico?
Okay, Nico, let's do a recall. Come on, over here. Nico, sit. Nico, wait. Nico, come. Come on.
Nico's not as eager to get her treat as
Nico,
Tunak
sit.
was.
Nico, sit. Now I'm going to make him come around to the heel side. Come over here and sit. Good boy. Good boy. Sometimes the treat is not something to eat. Sometimes it's praise.
Oh,
Dogs like praise too. Yeah. So I'm just praising him for being a good boy and coming. Good boy. Come on. Let's go. Over here. There, sit.
Oh, Tunak says, this lady has treats in her pocket. I want to be friendly with her. She has treats. I would like a treat too. Okay, come on, Tunak. We've got one more book to read. Come on. Be my reading buddy. There you go. Okay, this book is called Animals in Color. And we've got 2 dogs here. What color are they? One black, one, what, you call them brown? Kind of a golden brown.
Kind of a mixture of dark brown and light brown and
Right.
cream.
So let's see what the animals are inside this book. Well, it's pretty easy to see. This one is a big white polar bear. Isn't he beautiful? And this one is a very black cat. And the interesting thing about black animals is that when they go out at night, they disappear. So when Tunak goes out at night, I often put a colorful collar on her so that I can see her, because as soon as she goes out into the black night, she disappears, just like this cat will. And this parrot is a lovely blue. There's a red snake. Boy, we don't have any red snakes in Minnesota, and I'm kind of glad. I don't mind garter snakes, but they're kind of green and brown, and they just fit into the area that they're in the grass. So they're not as scary. If I had found a red snake in Minnesota, I would be frightened. And sometimes you have some beautiful tropical fish that are yellow. She's a really beautiful yellow. And a purple butterfly. Kind of cold today for the butterflies, but maybe in another 6 weeks or so in Minnesota, we'll be able to see some butterflies coming around. Or a green frog. And again, the frogs probably are just going to be coming out of hibernation now. And then we'll have some tadpoles too. An orange crab. Wow. That one you'd really see if he went scuttling by you when you were walking in the water. A pink flamingo. Now that thing we're not going to see in Minnesota. We don't have any pink flamingos. You have to go a long way south to find a pink flamingo in Minnesota. Do we have animals that are pink? You know, sure we do. What animals do we have that are pink? I think of a lot of the baby animals because sometimes baby dogs will be very pink when they're born. They don't get much fur. But what else is pink that's quite a bit bigger and fatter than a flamingo? That goes oink, oink.
Pig.
Aha! Our camera operator just gave us the answer.
How about
it
a
would
worm?
Be a pig.
We'll see worms soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
there's
go.
worms are pink.
Okay, everybody's thinking what we can find that's pink. A brown monkey. Now, wouldn't that be fun to see somebody that might be the color of Nico swinging through the trees in Minnesota? So we have all kinds of colors. And here we just have the black and brown. We don't have many pink dogs. Actually, we do have one dog that's called a hairless dog, because underneath all of this hair, the skin is kind of pink. So you do have that. But when we certainly have frogs, we certainly have black cats. Some people might have a pet parrot. Nobody has a pet pink flamingo as far as I know. So we're going to have to settle in Minnesota for a pig. But we have lots of colored animals, and coming soon, we'll have beautiful purple butterflies and turquoise butterflies and yellow butterflies. We have lots of colors of butterflies. So even though we aren't in the tropics, we do have lots of color here. So I hope you've enjoyed the books we had, and our dogs enjoyed coming because they got some treats. And I'm sorry that Linda with her big beautiful dog had to leave early. But we hope you enjoyed it, and we will look forward to coming sometime in the next couple of months when we can open up and we don't have to, we all walked in with masks on, because in Minnesota, we don't go anyplace without a mask if we're out in public. So we hope we'll see you then with our dog. So
Bye-bye.
what do you say, Tunak? What do you say?
Nico says bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.